I've got to go underground, which I hate. We are at the Ho Chi tunnels in Vietnam. Somewhere I really wanted to come and see how a nation like the Vietnamese stood up to a giant like America with all the technology and money that they had behind them. And one of the things that really turned the course of the war was the use by the Viet Cong of the tunnels. So we've come here to find out a little bit more about them.
And the total length of the tunnel system is 250 km long, imagine. 250 km long, super long underground, right? Cover very carefully by the tropical lifts, by the lifts. We cover very carefully when the enemy come. They step in the trap and they drop into the hole. Drop into the hole, right? Drop into the hole. They may be killed or wounded by the bamboo. Yeah.
This probably just looks like any standard termite mound, but the Vietnamese used this to mask ventilation holes like in the sides so that you couldn't actually see the ventilation holes as an enemy soldier.
Right along the track like this, entrance in the local people house, where the entrance to enter the tunnel system.
So this is a fighting bunker. Underneath here is a bigger chamber where up to 5 Vietnamese soldiers could hide, and they used the holes to poke their guns out and kill the Americans.
They drop into the hole, right? And the window trap, look at the window, right?
So we just learned about the military workshops that they would have in some of these buildings, which basically, while the Americans were trying to destroy the tunnel system by dropping large amounts of bombs, they were able to collect all the fragments, unexploded ordnance, and then build new mines and weapons from those, which were then of course used against the Americans. These are also linked to the main tunnel system. They had to be pretty resourceful with the guerrilla warfare. And it's pretty amazing to see how they put together a ton of different weapons and things which they didn't have if the Americans hadn't have dropped so much ordnance on them. Move through the tunnel and out.
Got
to do it.
Like small room.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
So you can see.
Like a room.
Okay. I've got to go underground, which I hate. The one thing I really hate doing.
So we're just about to go through the tourist tunnel, which is one of the tunnels that's been widened for us fatties. Alex is freaking out a little bit, so we're going to see how this goes. I don't know where you are.
Hello! Follow the sound. Hello!
Thank you. There's one more. He's got the other way. He went. Oh.
Yeah, this way.
Thank you.
So we've just come out of the tunnels, which were really small, and I have a fairly small backpack on, and that just gets trapped on everything. And the original tunnels would have been just 60% the size of this, which is crazy. So we finished our tour. I was pleasantly surprised. We'd heard bad things, like it was just a bit rushed around, but actually we learned quite a lot, and I'm amazed at the ingenuity of what are basically, or what was basically just farmers that stood up to the Americans. We're really hot and sweaty because there's no air out here at all. We're looking forward to getting back on the air-conditioned bus, heading back to Ho Chi Minh, and then on to another new country for this trip, but one that we have been to before, to go diving again. So we are really looking forward to heading back to the Philippines.
So we're going to wrap this up now. Thanks for watching,
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
and we'll see you next time.